We'll welcome everybody to our podcast, and we're kind of doing something unique today. Anna and I were up to a seminar, and we're on the plaza. And my wife and I was up here, a couple of weeks ago, and I've got a history with the plaza. I had an office here. My mom actually grew up, was a maid, and then she actually was a server here. So I've got some history here on the plaza. And so we just wanted to come back and visit. And, we're from Egg City, little piece of heaven down on Junction T and 7. So just looking at kind of the plaza life and what it was like, what it was when we grew up, and how much changed here. So this is just kind of, I'm going around and talking to some of the folks that will talk to me about the things on the plaza. But again, we were here, and there's some places are closed. There's supposed to be some new investments here. But honestly, we're kind of comparing the quality of life of living in a big city and living here. Probably the best place you could ever live when we were growing up is here on the plaza, known everywhere. Started in 1922. And, so we want to kind of compare that to where we're at now. I've settled back into a rural community down by Harrisonville, Garden City, little piece of heaven, Junction T and 7 on 7 Highway as you're going to the lake. And we just have a lot of things going on there. We got about 15 businesses there, and they're just, I mean, hometown folks. You can get apple pies, you can get all kinds of stuff. So we're just going to do few little videos here on the plaza, talk a little bit about that, and see if we can get some of the folks that talk to us. Well, we're back, and we're here in front of Grand Falloon. This is one place that I used to hang out and stop, and now we're having a hard time getting people to come out and talk about the plaza much. Now, what we did find out is things are getting better. The Grand Falloon is, it's one of the things that's kind of went through COVID and made it through, and so it's one of the businesses that has survived, and they're pretty optimistic about this year. Again, the plaza went through some hard times, and like I said, we're just trying to figure out, where people can go and have a good time and be safe. So that we just did a little gig on the plaza. So if we can find somebody to talk to us, we will talk to them. But everybody we've talked to, they don't want to get on the podcast yet. So we're just going to stumble around some of the businesses and see what we can pick up and share with you on, again, what's going on downtown Plaza in Kansas City and kind of the difference between that and a little piece of heaven on Junction T and 7, Ag City. Hey, Bryce.
Hi,
How you doing, buddy?
good. How are you?
Well, I'm doing good. And, Bryce and his significant other, which I know real
Yes,
well.
your
Yeah. And
granddaughter.
so they've started a place here called Cultivate.
Yep.
And, we've been on the plaza taking pictures and seeing what's going on there. Down here, and I look at all the things that you guys are doing. And
hmm
so I thought maybe you might just share a little bit about what all the things you are doing here
Yeah,
at Junction T and 7.
yeah. So this is our coffee shop. This is a very communal place that people come and hang out. There's families that come here all the time. Homeschool families, big families, people passing through. We just wanted this space that people can come in and enjoy a good cup of coffee, but also enjoy company. So we do all sorts of coffee. We have good food items. And yeah, we have space for people to sit in here outdoors. We'll do some community events and workshops every once in a while. But yeah, this is mainly just kind of the hub for people to come and hang out.
Well, and you work. There's a lot of young people. Of course,
hmm
there's some older folks,
Yeah,
but you kind of this is a really hot spot
yeah,
for a lot of people. They come and get on their iPads and drink their coffee. They get as they're going through.
yeah,
So as they're going to the lake, if they
yep,
want to order online
yep,
their coffee, they can stop by. And
yeah,
it's tell me about your coffee a little bit.
yeah. So our coffee, the beans that we use Post Coffee. They're at Elise Summit. They have a few locations throughout Kansas City, but they get all of their beans directly from the farmers in other countries, and so it's all washed naturally, really good quality, ethically farmed coffee. So we use their beans, we grind it up. We do regular black coffee, but then also just espressos, lattes, drinks like that. So we do all sorts of that kind of stuff.
Well, and then recently, I think you put a little coffee
Yep.
case or thing together, and you're actually going out
Yeah.
and have some events.
Yeah, yeah, we have a, mobile coffee cart. So we have a full espresso machine and grinder on the cart, so we can do mobile events. This morning, actually, we went to Harrisonville High School and served coffee to the teachers. So we're able to do events like that. We've served the Eastland teachers as well. Um, so yeah, the cart has been really fun. We can do a bunch of different events, bridal showers, weddings, birthdays, stuff like that.
Well, and you're really big on working with young people, and of
Yeah.
course, we're working with interns from Sherwood. Actually, Anna, of course, she's behind the camera,
Hmm.
but she's been our intern all year. Just and she's worked with Arden,
Hmm.
and it's just been a phenomenal of being able to work together with young people with lots of ideas and
Yeah.
how to use this TikTok and how to use the
Right.
technology and get it out. So if somebody was coming by on the way to down here going to the lake
Hmm.
and they want to get coffee,
Yeah.
how would they get a hold of you?
Yeah. You can call us on. You can call us on the phone. We have an online ordering system. The online order system is really nice for people who are in a rush. They order it. It gives us a 15-minute window to get their order ready. So we have it ready for them. They can just come in, grab it, and leave. Um, yeah, that's kind of the order
Yeah.
ahead system.
Well, and you're in a building here right
Right
here,
off the
right
highway.
on the highway.
Yep.
And so, anyway, if you're coming to the lake and you want a little experience, and it's a little bit different than going to the plaza,
Yeah.
stop down at a little piece of heaven down at Junction 10-7. Stop at Cultivate. Say hello to Bryce. And there's a whole bunch of people that'll say hello to you. So, thanks for joining us again. See the difference between what we walked into, which was one of the coolest places in Kansas City, which we thought was the plaza. The difference between rural America and what you see, which was one of the top places in the United States. So, again, stop by, Cultivate. Thank you. Well, this is Bill Cook, Little Piece of Heaven down here on Junction 10-7 at Ag City. And again, we're up here on the plaza today, just visiting businesses and kind of getting the take. Most generally, we're not finding managers or we're not finding a lot of people want to talk to us. I mean, they'll share things off camera, but they don't, they are working people and they work for somebody and the managers are not there. So, we're kind of handicapped on actually getting somebody to actually talk to us, but they'll talk to us off camera. And basically, Capitol Grill's been here forever, one of the prestigious places in Kansas City. And again, everybody seems to be optimistic. They got more security here on the plaza. And, they're optimistic in the next 5 or 6 years, this thing turning around. But again, I just wanted to come by the plaza. Again, I think it's probably one of the top places in the United States and share a little bit of information. So we'll be back in a little bit. Well, welcome back to our podcast. And we just came off the plaza, and we're down here at Junction T and 7, Little Piece of Heaven. We come by just kind of the comparisons between what's going on in the plaza, what's going down here in rural America. And we stopped by one of our feature spots with Jeannie Meadow in Still Meadows, and Still Meadows just does so many cool things. So when you're coming down the highway, we want you to always stop by and get a little piece of agriculture. And Jeannie, tell a little bit about what Still Meadows does.
Well, we are an event center, but we also do some of our own. Most of our events are ticketed events, so we don't have really a retail shop here. That's at Cultivate on the corner that you maybe already
Yeah, we stopped
stopped
by
by.
Cultivate. And is your
Um,
pies over there too?
our pies are there. We have granny face pies, so homemade pies that are available for take and bake that you can purchase there. Um, then here we have our farm to table dinners, and we do in September we'll start back up our Thursday night pizza nights. So that's our own homemade dough, and we have our kind of brick ovens outside, and we have some live music, so that will be super fun for the fall. And then our farm to table dinners are the third Saturdays of each month, also a ticketed event. Bring in a professional chef and feature local farms that we source our dinner from. So our menu is based off of what's in season. So we plan that with what we can get locally here. And those run through November. And then we'll have our Christmas dinner that we do in December. And then we also have some retreats and things like that coming up. Cooking classes that'll be getting scheduled right now. We're kind of in our in between. So those will get scheduled hopefully here in the next couple weeks, and kind of our fall classes. And we have our workshop area that we do some special workshop stuff here.
So one of the things that's really cool about out here in rural America, it's very family orientated. Young people, wives, seminars, places to stop by. They got a beautiful place here at Still Meadows. I mean, you can stop and visit it sometime. But like she says, your retail's there at Cultivate. But How would they get a hold of you if they wanted to do something? Do you have like a website?
We do. You can go to our website at visitstillmeadow.com. So visit and then Stillmeadow, STILLLMEADOW.com. And that's also our Facebook and Instagram page is Visit Still Meadow.
And we're
No
so,
S.
and what?
No S.
No S.
No S.
Still Meadow,
Still
not
Meadow.
Meadows.
Yes.
Okay. Very safe place to be here at Still Meadows.
Yes.
And a lot of family, a lot of things. Great place to visit. So we just wanted to share a little bit of what's going on down here at 7 Highway. Out on your way to Clinton, Missouri, when you go by, stop by Still Meadows, cultivate, little piece of heaven on Junction 10-7. We got a whole bunch of things going on, and this is a good place to be. Thank you very much, and we'll go back to our plaza. Well, we're back here at the Corona Grill, and this is one place that I used to hang out a lot too. We were here a couple of Sundays ago, Emily and I, and we talked to the bartender here. Now they're closed, so unfortunately, we're having a little bit of challenges actually getting somebody that will actually say a few things about what's going on the plaza. So here's kind of the take we got from the bartender that we were here. They're all excited about the new ownership on the plaza. They've had a lot of they've had about 10, 15 years of tough times. People have conceal and carry now on the plaza. They still have crime issues, but the new management, they are hiring uh, private security here on the plaza so people can be a little safer. And so we're trying to put a positive spin on what's going on in these big cities, especially on the plaza, because the plaza is one of those places that everybody loved. This was a really hot spot when we were here. I had an office upstairs. This was one of the spots I would come to, bring customers. So again, we're just trying to have the what's going on between inner city, big city, and what you would have out in rural America, like the little piece of heaven, Junction 10-7, all of those places that you see every day. You know, the still meadows and the cultivates and all the things that's going on. The little Dixie and the Yaya farms and places for people to take their family, their kids, have a nice time out, learn how to eat, learn how to cook, eat really high quality food. So again, we're just trying to make that help you make that decision. You know, do you want to spend some more time in rural America, and do you want to come to a place like Ag City? So, and we're not down in the plaza at all because it's a great place up here, but it's certainly changed, and we just want to share that with everybody on our podcast. Well, this is Bill Cook, and we're just back here on Junction 10-7. We've stopped by Yaya's, and it's that they have llama farms, and it's really exciting because I'm just showing kind of the rural life, the difference between living out here in rural America and agriculture, and what you see on the plaza. Hey, listen, we're not absolutely not putting the plaza down. There's some really top-notch businesses up there,
Yeah.
but we do have a different lifestyle out here in rural America. And why don't we're just going to talk a little bit, tell them a little bit about Yayas and what all you do. And kids are coming. I see you had a big
Sure,
group in here today.
we
Who's
do.
this buddy? There's
This is my boy Zeke. He was actually my bottle fed baby. He's 3 years old now. He's a good boy. Very curious about people when they come in. But the farm itself, we have 75 alpacas and one llama. You can actually see our llama back here. Um, he's not happy right now. He's
yeah.
arguing with one of the other boys. And then we just have people sign up for tours and come down here 6 days a week, twice a day to come see the alpacas, learn about them, and then we go outside, pet them and feed them,
Sure,
and then we come
sure.
back in and show them how we process the fiber. The kids actually take over all the machines and make a piece of fabric, and they cut that up.
So it's kind of an education, and yeah, and you
Yeah.
cater a lot to young people and kids and
Yes.
moms, and so if people come by on their way to, oh, just say they're on their way to down 7 Highway. Of course, we're a little junction T and 7 there, piece of heaven, but
Right.
you're just right up about a mile and a half.
Mile and a half up the road.
And so if they wanted to come by and on their way down to the lake or whatever, bring their kids
Right.
by,
Yeah.
how would they do that? Could they get
You can go
online?
online and they can book a tour. We do tours at 10:30 and 1:30, like I said, Tuesday through Sunday. Or they can just call us and see if we have room.
So
We
if they're
do a lot of special things too. We have sometimes we have the Hope Kids KC here or other senior citizen groups, sometimes bus tours,
Sure.
birthday parties, and those types of things we tend to close down and not open to the public because
Sure.
it's about keeping kids and everybody safe
Sure.
in this world today. But other than that, if we
Well,
have
you
room, we
mentioned
drop
safe.
in.
We really don't have any safety issues in this rural community.
Right.
I mean, everybody, they're friendly, they wave, they talk, they eat pie, they drink coffee. So,
Yeah.
if, for instance, if there were, ideally, if somebody was bringing their family down, going to the lake, or they have a few kids and need to stop by, grab a cup of coffee, a cultivate, come
They
up
come
here,
on down here.
but they just need
Just
to register ahead of time, and
mhm.
it's Thursday, it's Tuesday,
Tuesday,
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Saturday, and Sunday.
and Sunday.
And Sunday.
So anytime you want to come through Junction T, a little piece of heaven on 7, you just turn up. You can call and get a hold
Call.
of them,
Hmm.
and there are certain times. So if you schedule, like I say, you want to give the kids a break on the way down, great place that. Or if you want to come and just experience agriculture, great
Absolutely.
thing to do.
And
So,
if they want to get some alpaca socks while they're here, we'll have a little store they can
well,
shop
you do
in
have a
too.
retail store,
Yes, we
and
do.
what all do
Yes,
you
we
have in
do.
your retail store?
We have socks, gloves, scarves, hats, a lot of different stuff. We're making rugs now. We have yarn. We have dryer balls, which are a big hit on our farm. You name it. We've just about got all kinds of different clothing you can get here.
So tell us how to get a hold of you. You got a
So
website?
through Yaya's Alpaca Farm, it's
Yeah, yeah, Alpaca
uh-huh,
Farms.
YAYAS,
Okay.
alpacafarm.com.
And then if they can they have all the information there, they can call in, do whatever, and
Absolutely.
schedule a deal.
Absolutely. You can
Wow.
find out what
Well,
we do, even our phone numbers. You can call us directly and just ask us if you need to.
we're rural America, friendly people. They love to share. We got a lot of things to share out here. So again, thanks for listening to us. We're going to go back to one of our plaza meetings where we stop by there. Again, it's just a difference, two different lifestyles going on. But if you want to experience agriculture, think about stopping by Junction T and 7, a little piece of heaven, and right here about 4 miles, 5 miles off of 71 on your way to the lake down 7 Highway towards Clinton, Missouri. Stop by, swing into the Alpaca
Come
Farms,
visit
and
us.
visit. Thank
Thank,
you very much.
thank you.
We're at here at season 52. We're kind of winding up our session here on the plaza. But again, this is one of the hot spots. You can see it's been closed. I think they said they're closed for about 3 months. We would hope they would come back, but they've kind of referred. You can see the sign here. This location is closed. Please visit our nearby places, and that's the Capitol Grill. We visited with them a little bit just a minute ago. Eddie V's. So these are places around. They're still open and places where you come and have a good dinner and visit a little bit. But again, this is Bill Cook with Ag City, again, sharing, just some of the experiences here on the plaza, where once upon a time it was the premier outdoor mall in the United States. So, again, times have changed, things have changed, but again, you want to take a look at their little piece of heaven on Junction T and 7 and all the businesses down there. And we are a safe place down there. A little bit different than what you're seeing. I'm hearing the same thing everywhere I go. But anyway, we'll be back. I think we're going to wrap this up with one more stop and kind of finish it off. See you in a minute. We're back here and we're kind of closing the little podcast up that we did on the plaza. Kind of ended up with our horsepower. And what's really cool down here, Junction T and 7, little piece of heaven on Junction T and 7, just about 4 miles from Harrisonville. That beautiful drive down 7 Highway and a little 30 miles out of Clinton, Missouri. And we're here and we're kind of closing this story up. Of course, John and I have worked together forever
Yep.
with the Big Yield and the Ag team. And now, we're working some on this new venture, which is called Ag City.
Correct.
And the real thing we're putting in here is a visitors bureau where
Yep.
people can come by and get experiences on rural America. And John, you kind of
Yeah.
share all that cool stuff that you've been doing.
Well, the great thing is we're located right off of 7 Highway. So if you're headed down the lake, headed towards Clinton, you can stop by, or headed back to town, to Harrisonville, whatever. Stop by, see what we got going on. You're saying the new visitor center is going to be opening, what, October, November?
Probably
We're going to
probably be
be kicking
sometime in
off?
October. We
Okay.
think it'll be open up. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, that'll be good. So you guys can stop by, take a look, and see what we've got going on. Maybe stop by and visit some of these other businesses that are participating in the Ag City
And we stopped by Yaya Farms, and we went
Okay.
over to Still Meadows, and we went up to Cultivate, and so
Oh,
we've been driving around talking a little bit about. But what was a big thing, John? And Emily and I a couple of weeks ago we went up to the Plaza,
okay.
and so the Plaza's been one of the places I just love all my life, and I've had an office there, lived there.
It's
Oh
changed.
my gosh, yeah. But not. I'm just going to give them a thumbs up for the tenacity. A lot of those people are doing like Capitol Grill, and the people that are there. They're determined to bring that plaza back. They got new ownership, and Ann and I we had lunch there at the Capitol Grill. And the lady was wonderful. She was a
Okay.
great gal. She
Yep.
walked us through stuff. So we're definitely not putting down the plaza, but we do want you to think in terms of what lifestyles we have out here in rural America, small town
Correct.
America.
Totally different vibe. Totally
Totally
different vibe.
different vibes.
People
Yeah.
a lot more friendlier. It seems like, in my opinion.
Amen.
So
Amen. So, is there anything you want to share a little
no,
bit about
just
ag
ag team.
team?
Chemical prices are doing awesome. Big yield. Everything's looking great. Great weather. Great rain. Timely rains. Uh,
Big crops.
big crops.
Yeah.
Big everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just again, October, November, we're going to be kicking off the visitor center.
Center. Yeah.
So you guys can stop by, take a look at that, maybe have a little grand opening or something.
We'll be doing that. We'll share that with
Okay.
everybody. Now, the thing that is kind of in the works is this event next June.
Yep.
And that's in conjunction with the chamber.
Mm-hmm.
AGC is going to be doing its thing, and the chamber is going to be doing their thing. We're going to work together with the chamber to try
Yep.
to pull this off. They'll have bands. You'll be able to. It'll almost be like a small fair now.
Okay.
And we were up to Yaya's, looked at all their stuff earlier. So we're just kind of want to plug that as a remind you that we'll be talking a lot about this new event coming up
Yeah.
in the next few months, and just have more time to come down to Egg City.
Oh yeah. So you guys will be getting snippets, pieces, advertising, promotions, and just stuff leading up to the event, and that's going to be in June.
It's going to be June 19th and 20th
Okay.
next year.
So mark that down your calendars, folks.
John, thanks for being here.
Heck yeah.
Appreciate everything you do,
Likewise.
and we'll see you on the turnaround.